Welcome to Do Not Disturb Day.
Hey, good morning to you. Good morning to you. You got up early. You ready to go outside? Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Before we continue our Do Not Disturb Day, I do want to share something that has been a staple in my routine, whether I'm on the go or just taking some time like today to slow down. That is Ritual Symbiotic Plus. This is a 3-in-1 prebiotic, probiotic, and postbiotic that supports a balanced gut microbiome and digestive health. Since taking this daily, I've noticed a difference in how I feel, less bloated and more regular. Why is Symbiotic Plus unique? Well, this is not just a probiotic. It also contains prebiotics to nourish good bacteria and then postbiotics to support gut barrier function. Plus, it contains 2 of the world's most clinically studied probiotic strains, LGG and BB12, because quality matters when it comes to probiotics. And with a delayed release capsule, it reaches the colon where probiotics thrive. I take one of these minty capsules a day, no refrigeration needed, and it's delivered straight to my door, so I never run out. You know, unplugging today is a reminder of just how important it is to be intentional, not just with our time, but with our health too. So if you'd like to try Ritual Symbiotic Plus, you can get 25% off your first order by going to ritual.com/Dominique S25 or scanning the QR code on your screen. Thank you, Ritual.
Good morning. Good to see you. Today is very special. I'm actually very excited about today. I don't know so much about my darling Courtney. So this day, this vlog is on the heels of a podcast that I hope you saw on Monday. The podcast is titled, Am I Running from Something or Towards Something? And we came up with the concept because Courtney and I were just talking about the nature of busyness, how busy we are with work, with life. You know, why are we so busy? And are we busy because we have to be, or are we busy because we choose to be? And what if we actually unplugged for a day, literally unplugged, and did not use our phones for social media, for texts, for calls, no laptops, no emails, no news, no television, no Netflix, no nothing, and just literally sat and was still in our homes and did things in our homes and read and relaxed. And we thought, you know what, this might be a really good experiment to do. I've done it plenty of times. I thrive on it. I crave it. I'm so grateful for this day. I remember Courtney saying that she was nervous. You know, she was not looking forward to it. She was worried about how she'd feel the day. And I'm so curious to see how she's doing. I won't know because we can't even talk to each other, which is a first for the 2 of us to let a day go by without communicating. So that's going to be odd in and of itself. I picked a day, worked out, where my husband was traveling for work. So, you know, I want my situation to be similar and parallels to Courtney. You know, it's very different when you're alone in your house versus alone with your spouse. You know, you have somebody to fill your time with. It's just me here today. So from the minute I woke up to the minute I go to sleep, it will be full on do not disturb, and what I will do and what Courtney will do during the span of this day, what we will take in, and most importantly, what we will realize about the nature of our busyness and how it is making us feel and how the stillness makes us feel. We'll be journaling as well and sharing those journal entries as well. But this little spot on the couch is very important to me. It feels very lonely today because every morning Vic and I, we are always here, and we have our stack, as you can see, of devotionals. So we go through these books together every morning, and we read the daily devotional. Everyday Gospel is one. Love Language Minute Devotional by Gary Chapman. The other is Grace and Glory. The other is A Daily Word for Men. I Hear His Whisper for Women. And then a little prayer book. The word is so small, I can't even read. Hold on. 365 Pocket Morning Prayers. There you go. So this is our ritual, and we always read together out loud. We discuss. Today it will be me just reading silently and pondering and thinking about his word and the meaning and setting my tone for the day. So me, my Oscar mug, my books, and my puppy who's outside in the backyard somewhere having a really good time. I'm going to wear Vic's glasses so that I feel closer to him. Besides, they are color coordinated, and just because I'm checking out doesn't mean that I don't have to do it in style. Okay, first up. This prayer book is for couples, and it's ironic. It was talking about the need to rest and the difference between how men choose to rest and women, and not to be critical of your spouse's way of seeking relaxation. So I wanted just to share the prayer at the bottom of the book. It said, Father, thank you for the need to rest and relax. Too often I view this as a waste of time, but I know it's an important need that you've given us. Help me to not criticize my spouse for relaxing, but to view it as a positive thing for refreshment. Amen. And clearly he has a sense of humor.
Good morning. It is about 9 a.m. Just waking up naturally. I didn't want to set an alarm. I can't remember the last time that I woke up and I didn't immediately go on TikTok or check my email or do something. Bailey's in bed with me. So far I just feel, in the first minute, it just feels weird. I don't know. So I texted all of my friends and family last night. Honestly, thank goodness we are vlogging this, because at least I get to talk to you / myself all day. But I texted all my friends and family last night because I'm the kind of person that talks to my mom like every single day, talks to a lot of my friends almost every single day. And so I texted like my closest people last night and said like, hey, Dom and I are doing this thing tomorrow, completely unplugged. I will be not reachable and unresponsive, so I'll see you on Thursday. I've silenced all my notifications. I've turned off all notifications. I put my phone on Do Not Disturb. I'm gonna get up and take my dog Bailey out and get the day started. Let's do it. Okay, as soon as I got done recording that, I literally didn't get up and I went to go open TikTok. Like, not on purpose to like cheat, but like it's such a habit. So I'm getting up right now and starting the day. I am currently walking Bailey. And this is usually my part in my day that I call my mom. And so not calling her is very strange. Not gonna lie, I'm already a little bored because I have not scrolled social media or talked to anyone today. Listening to music. Dom said that music was okay, thank goodness. And I am going to a 10 a.m. Pilates class and kill an hour. So Talk soon.
Okay, some things I would like to do for myself today. Number one, as you saw, it's a beautiful day outside, so I definitely want to get my walk in. I do about a 3-mile walk around the neighborhood, and then will oftentimes follow it up with a weight workout in the house. And secondly, I'm super excited about this because spring-like weather is finally here. I know we are past any point of freezing temperatures, so the front yard is in desperate need of seasonal color. So I will be going to my local garden center and picking out some beautiful flowers and doing some planting around the house today, which just fuels my soul. I love it so very much, as you well know. So that's really all that's on the agenda. Everything else will pretty much be in the home, I guess. I've got food in the house. I cooked a couple of days ago, so plenty of stuff. But yeah, let's get ready for a walk.
It's a glorious, glorious day. Oh my gosh. Maybe 68 degrees, maybe. Perfect day for this, perfect day for flowers. So yeah, to me, the breeze, the sunshine, movement, that is my grounding, aside from what you saw earlier today. So I'm excited to get the heart pumping and get digging in the dirt a little bit later. Court and I both agreed that music is a must on Do Not Disturb Day. So right now it's Cool in the Gang. Yahoo! Celebrate good times. Pretty amazing what you notice when your head is up. Took in some beautiful things on this walk.
Okay, I just pulled up to Pilates, but I swear I have it's like a habit to continuously look at all of my stuff. I can't tell you, it's 9:53 and I've literally probably opened Instagram and then instantly been like, oh shoot, I can't, and then I close out of it because it's like muscle memory. I don't know. It's honestly so weird, and I didn't notice it until now that I can't be on it, but I think I'm addicted. Okay, let's go to Pilates.
So then, highly recommend. But I will say, just for like a check-in, it was super weird because I got there, I don't know, a few minutes early, and so everyone else that was a few minutes early, they were sitting there on their phones. And I just put my phone in the cubby because I can't really do much on it right now except for listen to music and film videos. And so it was really interesting, A, I felt really awkward, B, I was looking around at everyone, just wait, everyone is on their phones. So yeah, just an interesting observation because I would typically also be on my phone.
Okay, I didn't think I'd be doing so many check-ins, but I just pulled up to get my groceries and I'm just supposed to wait here. I know it sounds so stupid, but okay, again, I know it sounds stupid, but usually I would pull up and I would just be scrolling on my phone. Again, it's like the habit, the addiction of just, you pull up, you say I'm here, phone's out. You do anything, your phone is out. You're just constantly, I'm constantly scrolling, and the fact that I'm just sitting here waiting, kind of crazy.
That felt great. It's warming up. It is a little after 12. I'm hungry. This is about the time of day I usually eat my first meal, and are you hungry too? I'm just kind of craving eggs, and I found these protein bagels that Vic loves that I'm going to have in his honor today. These guys, they're really tasty. Epic everything. They've got 13 grams of protein, all different types of toppings, lots of garlic and stuff like that. So I'll always eat anything higher in a carbohydrate concentrate in the morning or my first meal, generally after I've worked out and my body has time to appropriately burn it off. My rule of thumb also is protein in every meal. So these guys, 2 eggs over easy, and that. That'll be good to go. Oh, and I also have guacamole because I do like to get a green in as well. Father, thank you for this meal and for your provision. In Jesus' name. Are you hoping for something, mister? Guess who's right by my side? Without fail. I'm going to need this because I was looking at the front yard and there are a lot of areas that need some work. We had some pretty intense freezes up here during the wintertime, and anything that I had planted seasonally obviously is gone. So I've been working little by little, but my goal has been to tackle various areas of the front bed to pop in some color and some plants that will be able to last through spring, summer, and possibly fall. We'll see, just depending on what I choose and how we do. In the meantime, we're doing great. We're going this way. We're going this way. Guess whose turn it is for exercise? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's your turn. I know. You're so excited. Our pets instinctively know what to do, and that is to sit and simply take it all in. You know, it's fascinating watching Oscar track the sounds of the birds and follow them, and he's not moving, but his head is just pivoting as he listens to the direction in which it's coming from. And we should often take a cue from our animals who know how to sit and watch and take in the sounds. You know, it makes you realize how often we are just bombarded by noise everywhere. And the minute you get outside and you sit in blissful peace like this, you feel the warmth of the sun, you hear the chirping of the birds of all different sizes, and marvel at its incredible beauty.
We are back home, got the groceries. Side note, my skin is breaking out so bad, so please ignore it. I'm going to put my groceries away. I'm going to take a shower. Then my plan, I think, is to clean. I've kind of purposely been letting my place get a little crazy because I'm just like, oh, on this day, I can get a bunch of stuff done and put away and laundry done and all the good things. Also, I might put some makeup on. I was just thinking about it, and I mean, during the week, especially because I'm working from home, I look like this most of the time. But I can't remember, honestly, the last time that I just put makeup on for the enjoyment of it, because I do. I love makeup. I love all of that. But whenever I'm doing it, it's my same routine, my same patterns, and it's to go somewhere. And so I'm like, what if I just got some makeup on, tried maybe something new, and just did it for myself to look good and feel good. I would say the only thing that's really bothering me the most at this point is lack of contact, I guess, is not being able to call like my mom. Because like I said, usually on my walk, I would call my mom, or on my way over to Pilates, I would call my mom, or on my way to getting groceries, I would call my mom, or I'd be calling someone. I'd be calling Ralphie. I would be on the phone with somebody. So yeah, that's weird feeling. And I don't like not keeping in contact with them, but also I'm like, I don't know, do you have to keep in contact with them all the time? Do you constantly have to be talking to someone, doing something? Like, just driving was even kind of like, I purposely made sure to not put a podcast on because I'm like, it's kind of still like, I feel like I was chatting with somebody. So yeah, just driving and listening to music and not getting any notifications or calls is weird. Groceries, shower, eat. I'll check back in later.
Time to buy some plants. Welcome to my happy place.
What shelf are you on?
Hey, I'm on 1 and 2
1, 2?
with that big guy on the bottom. Okay, now comes the fun and creative part of hauling all of this stuff out and then positioning it in the yard and creating a pattern, a flow. It's the artistic expression that I love so much before all the digging. I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to go inside, grab our little boy Oscar, because I know he's going to want to be a part of this process. He can sit underneath a tree and watch his mama do all the busy work. Perfect spot for you. Nice in the shade and you can see everything. Okay, here's the plan. I'm gonna do the purple up front, then white, then my taller pink ones. Then my cutie pie, little baby whites, going down the walkway, and then continuing the same theme, lavender up front, white in the back, and pink. Okay, all in. This was about a 2-hour job. I know you guys are going to ask, so let me tell you what this is. So, the white is Bacopa, petunias in wave blue sky as well as white, and then these guys that I love because when the wind blows, they blow, the pink mist scabiosa. There it is. Pink mist scabiosa. And those are the flowers that I went with. And the remnants. Whew, y'all. That was some good physical work. After my workout today, I thought just for a brief second that maybe I ought to do a weight workout. I am so glad I didn't, because this was everything. My hammies are going to be on fire tomorrow. Fire. But it was well worth it. I'm really, really happy.
I ate outside with no music, no nothing. Hated it. But then I came back inside and I started cleaning up my kitchen and doing dishes, and I was like, okay, I'll put music on. And my speaker just died. So is that the universe telling me I need to sit in silence for a while? I don't know. So I'm charging the speaker. It's now super quiet in here, which doesn't happen unless I'm sleeping. So yeah. I just feel like I'm like counting the minutes down, and while I don't want to wish away the day, there's just so many things I know I could be, should be, need to be doing, mainly for work. So, and I know this, it's such a weird situation because my boss is telling me to do this. Like most people would, die for a day like this. And, my boss is like, you have to unplug, don't work, don't look at your computer. And I'm like, what? No, please. So Okay. Trying to figure out what time it is. Whoa. Well, you guys, Dom is the professional here. Okay, we're back. 1 second. It's 1 o'clock. I don't know. It's gonna be a long day. Stay tuned. That is so much better. I feel so much better. I think takeaways from doing that. Well, one, you know, like I said earlier, if I'm getting ready and I'm doing my makeup, it's for something. It's to go somewhere, see someone, work, something, always. I know people might think it's like silly, but I mean, makeup is like artistry and it's supposed to be creative and fun. And when you feel like you have to all the time or you're rushing or whatever, it really takes the fun out of a lot of it. Sorry, can you tell I've been cleaning? I had to put all those clothes away too. I didn't do anything different than I normally do, but it was more so just, again, taking my time with it and not having to be anywhere or rush anywhere. But I will say what drove me nuts is that I always have a podcast on when I'm doing my makeup. I'll play it on the TV or my iPad and it'll be a YouTube video. And I just got ready in complete silence. I didn't even play music. It almost made me feel anxious, if that makes sense. I don't know. I can't figure out another word to describe how I was feeling, but you know, as relaxing as not having a time frame was, the silence really made me uncomfortable. Maybe that's about a word, really uncomfortable. I'm okay. I'm definitely feeling lonely, but I think only my extrovert people will be able to relate to that. So yeah, Bailey's here. And yeah, she's excited. We're gonna go for a little walk in a little bit. We are professional now. I had a mic laying around here. It's one of Dom's old ones that we used to use, and I could not get it to charge. So here we are. Hopefully I'm on Dom's level now. Hopefully you've been able to hear me well most of today. I don't know how Dom does this all the time because I am not the biggest fan of recording myself in public. So we are out taking Bailey for a walk. I've decided I just grabbed a book that I'm reading, well, started to read. I've been meaning to read. And we're going to go sit outside and read it. As, you know, simple as that sounds, I can't remember the last time that I literally sat outside and read a book. We're getting comfy. Took Bailey for a walk. I read outside for about an hour and it was super cool. I actually really enjoyed it. There was this little cute baby that kept pointing at Bailey, and eventually he was, I swear, probably like not even 2 years old, couldn't even talk. And the baby came over and the dad was like, "I'm so sorry." I was like, "No, it's okay." And I was like, "She's really friendly if, you know, he wants to pet her." And the baby's name was Elliot, and Elliot pet Bailey. And it was just the cutest, sweetest thing. And one, I think, other than just Pilates, that was like my only social interaction today. And two, I don't know. It makes you wonder, like, was I more like approachable looking because I was just sitting there with a book versus sitting there on my phone, just kind of like nobody bother me. There was just a little bit too much going on down there, and there was music and there was a lot of people walking around, and I really wanted to read my book and I kept getting really distracted. So my apartment has this super cool rooftop area that anyone can come and hang out, and the times I've been up here, it's always empty, which is insane. So yeah, I'm gonna hang out up here for a little bit and read my book, and then go back to my apartment and make dinner and maybe call it a day.
Safe to say, this workout outfit and those tennis shoes are getting a wash.
Laundry was done yesterday, so just needs to be put back. So it seems everything is having a do not disturb day, including the hair and no makeup. I am just enjoying not messing with any of that stuff. Tomorrow is a busy day, YouTube video, so it's going to be game on. I really like game off. So I'm going to make a very large salad with a ton of vegetables, and I've got, my goodness, a huge chicken breast left over from a roasted chicken from Central Market. This is a chopped organic kale salad. I will not be using the dressing. But tomatoes, cucumbers, bell pepper, chopped up broccoli, celery, avocado. I'm going to mix it all together, do a nice oil and vinegar, and I will see you outside. You want to come join me? Sweetheart, come join me. Like I said, it's massive and it's filled with protein, filled with protein. Obviously, this is probably 3 portions. So tonight, lunch tomorrow, maybe even dinner. I always like to, when I prepare to go big or go home. I also wanted to share this because after I did the gardening, I did not vlog this, but I ate one of these protein bars because I was famished, and they have 30 grams of protein and no sugar. So I'm a big fan of these, and I'm sure you guys were going to ask, wait a second, did you not eat anything between your lunch and your dinner? Yes, I did, and that was it. Aha, I knew you would come. It took you so long, mister. I love my veggies, y'all. That is no joke. I am finishing up Coley extra virgin cold pressed olive oil. Maybe enough in here, I don't know. Let's see. I love my healthy fats, oil, nuts, avocado. Big fan. Actually, that just may do it. I brought another one out just in case, but I'm good to go. And I have a balsamic glaze. I do just a little. And that's it. Oh, and I wanted to share this wine with you. I found this at Central Market and it was on sale for $17. It's a very light wine and it's absolutely delicious. Let me bring it over so you can take a look. Just in case you're looking for a light red. It's that. After dinner, it's about 7 o'clock, and I will spend the rest of the evening probably right out here on the daybed. I went to journal the day. Much to discuss. Bon appetit.
Okay, we're back inside. Roof was good. We are cooking. Just cooking some chicken. If you know me, I'm not the biggest cooker. But I really started to take my health a bit more seriously. And so probably October of last year, I really got serious about it and I started cooking more. And so started cooking more, but honestly, with the move, not gonna lie, kind of fell off a little bit. I didn't fall off like eating poorly, but I definitely was ordering takeout a lot more. And so this, like today was like such a great day to just get back on the swing of things. And so I'm just making some chicken. I'm gonna make, I call a Greek salad, which basically is just adding feta and onions. And Greek dressing. So I will show it to you when I'm all done, but amongst a lot of things that we'll talk about, this is a big highlight, just being able to get back to making my own food and enjoying it and eating well and making myself feel good. It is the end of the night. I just finished dinner. I ate out on my balcony, and honestly, I can't remember / don't know if I've ever had a meal with 0 distractions. But out on the balcony, it was actually so interesting. I went to go sit out there, and the way my chairs are set up, that one chair is in the corner and then the other one faces and the chair in the corner, you can see the rest of the balcony and everything, and then the chair facing this way, it's like back to the door. And I always sit in the corner, and I don't think there was ever a reason for it, or maybe I just didn't understand the reason for it. But when I walked out there and I looked up, I was like, wait, the sun is setting this way that I don't normally sit if I go out there. I'm like, why would I face the other way? Why wouldn't I be facing the sunset? And the other side, I mean, well, it's pretty. It's not, the sky is just gorgeous facing the other way. And I don't know, I just thought that was really interesting. That, I mean, granted, I've only been here for a couple of months, but every time I go out there, I'm like, I'm just not looking up. Like, I don't know. If you listen to the podcast, which I hope you did, at the end of the podcast, Dom had some questions, kind of like reflection questions, journaling, that she wanted us all to reflect on. So hopefully if you've done this with us, you can reflect on it too. I have written down here in a journal my answers. This, even the journal, I was on the phone last night with Dom, and so I'm like, I can't just type this on my phone. She's like, no, I want you to sit there and physically write this, which again is just, I think my brain works so much faster than my hand, and I can also type way faster than I can write. And so even just sitting down and doing this, I'm like, it's taking too long.
Well, what a way to end it. Okay. So we had some questions that we had to answer about our day, insights and whatnot. I know Court is doing hers. Court, I hope you've had a great day. I really do. I hope you didn't hate it. I really hope you didn't hate it. I hope you discovered something about you and enjoyed the process and make more time for yourself in this way. I really do. Let's see. Before I get into this, just in case there are any questions, I love this dress. I found this in Greece when I was on the trip with the ladies at our last stop. So I wish I could share with you a specific place, but you know, like I say, when you go on vacation, always pick up something because it'll have very special meaning for you. And you know, just the beautiful air and the breeze there and what I'm feeling tonight, I feel it's apropos So let's go ahead and talk about some of these questions and how I answered, some a little bit longer, some pretty short. The first question was, what emotions come up when I'm not being productive? Well, sometimes feeling the need to check boxes or complete a to-do list because there's so much. Then there's a sense of falling behind. Then a settling and accepting that it's okay and just to let go. Shut off the mind, turn on the senses. Anxiety drops along with an awareness that stepping back is necessary. Eventually, the feeling is wonderful, but it can be a process to get there, kind of like a 60 to 0, along with a reminder that it's okay.
In the moments that I even was just sitting and reading my book, to me, that didn't feel productive. Because I feel like there were so many things I could be like getting done and checking off of my list. And so kind of in those moments, I'm not a person I would say that feels much anxiety, but I felt a bit anxious, uncomfortable, lazy, and that I was wasting time. Question number 2 says, when I fill every hour of my day, what might I be avoiding?
Dealing with control and the need to do things in my time and my way. I enjoy quiet and alone time, so it's not the solitude or the avoidance of it or even my thoughts. I welcome it. It's just control. I am a recovering perfectionist, by the way.
I said myself and the quiet. I think something that's really important that I've kind of learned through this is that I do like myself. Although today it was tough and I am definitely craving that social interaction, I thought I would be so upset or sad by this point of the day. Or I think on the podcast I made a joke about like, oh, my eye is going to be twitching by the end of the day. And again, I'm not like, oh, this was wonderful, and it was not wonderful for me, but it was not as absolutely terrifying as I thought and that I've described. What might I be avoiding? I think it was really just myself and what thoughts and what would come up in the still and in the quiet. And I'm okay with my thoughts today, and I'm okay with being by myself and spending time with myself. And yeah, I think that was a really important kind of revelation that I had today.
Do I feel like I need to earn rest or joy, and why? My answer is not anymore. That's a hard-learned lesson after years of burnout. Now I know I'm worthy of it when wanted or needed.
I wrote down, yes, absolutely. I wrote down, if I'm not being productive, what is there to rest for? What is there to rest about? I don't really know how to word that correctly, but I hope you understand what I'm saying. I do feel for myself that it needs to be earned, which again, after kind of the revelations and thoughts and everything that I've had today, I might have a slightly different mindset coming out of today. It's slightly different for joy, kind of. I think everyone is entitled to joy, and I hope everyone experiences joy, but I do correlate how happy I am to how much I have going on. To me, it's like those things fill me with joy. And I don't think that that's a bad thing. I think I could just seek a bit more balance between finding joy and being busy and being with others, and finding joy and just being with myself.
Am I chasing my goals or running from my fears? I run toward both. Told you, some are quick.
I said both. I wrote down here, I can confidently say both. I have big goals that require busyness and drive, but I've also learned that no distractions are okay, and sitting with your thoughts doesn't have to be scary.
What would I change if I slowed down and chose intentional stillness? Well, my ability to get the bills paid. Seriously, I could have many more days like this. I feel a change honestly has already happened in me because I am embracing stillness more. I spend more time in communion with God, and I do feel His hand guiding me in my life. I'm grateful for the balance as a result and the prioritization of relationships and love above all.
I wrote down that I think I would have more clarity. I think a lot of the time I think I constantly have to be seeking, that's just seeking, right? Seeking the next thing, seeking the answer, seeking the fun, seeking whatever. And I think when you spend some time alone and just by yourself and really just think, like, and not even about anything in particular, it's wild what comes into our brains when you're not prompted, right? And like, why is that coming into your brain not non-prompted? And so I think, yeah, if I allowed myself a bit more stillness and a bit more slowness, I think some things that maybe are not or were not clear to me, I would have a bit more clarity about.
If I remove the noise and the busyness, what does my heart actually want? More removal. The only thing missing from my day today was the sound of the ocean. Nature's song is what my heart craves.
I think something that I realized is that again, the stillness is great and the quiet is great, but being by myself is not the life that I don't think I was intended to live. And I think for the people around me, I am like this great Dom, don't make me do this again. I think for a lot of people in my life, I am this symbol of just like a strong, independent, single woman, you know, and like career driven, career oriented, always gonna get the next best thing, always gonna chase after it, chase after her dreams. And I love being that. That is who I am, 100%. And I think that I will always have those qualities. I don't want a quiet home for the rest of my life. I want to fill my home with love and with people that I love and a husband that I love and kids that I will love. And yeah, I don't know if that was really, you know, a part of the assignment is to realize, hey, in a day full of quiet, I want the loudest house, but I am in my busy, crazy time of my life because of work and, you know, social life, but I come home to quiet every single day. And I don't want that. I definitely don't want that. What does my heart actually want? I would say family.
What does success look like to me, not the world around me? Joy and leading a life that's pleasing to God.
I wrote down one word, and that's freedom.
And that's it.
Whew, okay, so I'm so interested how Dom's day went. I cannot wait to call her tomorrow morning. I can't wait to see. I feel like our days are gonna look so different. I'm like in bed, one eye open. I feel like she's gonna have the birds chirping as she like rise and shines. I know both of our days will be filled with both Bailey and Oscar. But yeah, I don't know what she's gonna, because like I told you guys, I spent a lot of my day doing some like house chores, and her house is always spotless. So I have no clue what she's gonna fill her day with, but I can't wait to find out. Hopefully it was good. Thanks for being with us today. I appreciate you. I know that Dom says that she appreciates her audience and you all of the time, but sincerely from the bottom of my heart, I do too. Without all of you, none of this would be possible. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. I hope that you can maybe do a little experiment like this of your own. Please report back if you do. You know, are you more of a Dominique? Are you more of a Courtney? Are you in a lane all of your own? Is this literally your dream day? Let us know. But yeah, thanks for being with us, and we will catch you next week. Bye.
So that buttons up Do Not Disturb Day. What a lovely, lovely day. Court, can I have another? Pity. Full on YouTube mode tomorrow. Beast mode. I really needed this, that's for certain. And maybe you do too. I hope this has been eye-opening for you. If you haven't had one of these days in a while, let this be your gentle nudge that maybe it's time. I do think the journaling aspect brings a whole other layer to it, to really dig inside and see how you feel about certain things. So I encourage you to do that as we have. And I think we both learned a bit about ourselves through this process. I just know I want more. That's it. I think Oscar would be very happy with his mother if I did more of this too. But in the meantime, it's full on beast mode tomorrow. Like I said, YouTube and all of that good stuff. My sweet baby comes back tomorrow night. So we get to do D&D couple style. Big thanks to my little trusty tripod and mic for helping me get this done solo today. And thanks to you for being here and for wanting to participate and see how this played out, especially on the heels of the podcast that aired on Monday. Quite the interesting experiment. I think we're all worthy of that. Go out, be bold, and be blessed. Have a great week, and I'll see you next time.